2022 CRV hybrid misfire on cylinder 1. Using a bore scope, I could see inside of the cylinder and I could see this wetness on top of the cylinder. Let's see if we can focus here. Anyway, you see the water droplets. After this vehicle sits for more than 12 hours, it became obvious that cylinder 1 had this moisture building up. After sitting for a week, then the moisture was also seen in the other 3 cylinders. To remove the cylinder head, I was able to just get the wiring harness up around the sides. That was a lot of it, just getting the harness and the hoses out of the way. There's a lot of cooling hoses back here at the intake manifold. It was just a pain in the butt getting those disconnected. The rocker arms and camshafts had to be removed because number 4 head gasket or head bolt was blocked by the rocker arm holder, bottom of it. That's the pattern for the timing cover. So yeah, you can see that I had to remove the cams. The rockers for the exhaust valves are loose after the camshaft is removed, so I went ahead and removed those. The intake rocker return springs, I have the engine, because the side mount is off, I had to support the engine with a block of wood and a stand, so that way the engine doesn't fall down out, because right now the only mount holding it is the one that's back there. Put a rag down under the timing chain to prevent anything from falling down in, because the chain tensioners had to come out. I waited to remove the mount when it was time to remove the camshafts and the head. Leave the mount in until then. The reason why I did it in the car is that it's all-wheel drive and a HEV. So it was easier to just simply leave the majority of it in there, and then we'll put a crane on it to hold it in place. That way I can push the car out, work on other vehicles while the head goes to a machine shop. A couple things that I forgot to mention was that on the intake cam, do you see the line right there that goes up at that tooth? That lines up on the tensioner to the mark over on the left over here. The left mark. Let's see if I can. The crank gear has a little dot right here, and it lines up with this arrow right here. That's how you know that it's a TDC. You can see it when the timing cover is installed with that little sight right there, when it lines up with the white mark. on the crank pulley, harmonic balancer.